5 days to New Year. So today I'm gonna make some pineapple tarts for the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year in Southeast Asia. Pineapple tarts, pineapple tarts. Those are the ones I've made earlier. And yeah, let's get to it. First you got to do the pineapple jam, followed by the pastry, the dough, and then send it into the baking, into the oven. Yeah. Sounds simple, but it's actually a pretty sophisticated process, I would call it. Yeah, but let's get to it. 2 pineapples.
老李是讨好资本家，假如也没有资本家的话，你们就没有物质，没有什么。
The first one is done. The most tedious and most time-consuming part is the preparation of the pineapple fillings. So you have to get the pineapple cooking, cutting the pineapples. Of course you can buy the pre-cut ones, and also of course you can buy the pre-made pineapple filling jam, and just proceed straight to making the dough. But you know, if it's gonna be homemade, why not let's try and make it all homemade, you know, just one time full power. Full power always, right? Siempre, siempre. Just go full power. I mean, you can control the level of sugar, the sweetness, everything when you make at home, you know, so that's probably one of the biggest advantage. Alright, we're done. Alright, so now you're gonna cut up. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cut up the pineapples. You have to remove this core here. Never use, the advice is not to use the blender, because using the blender, the pineapple strains will be all blend up, and you'll just get like a really blend up mash of pineapple filling jam. Kind of make it feels like you are getting something from the factory, like something pre-made from outside. It's not something homemade, and the taste in the mouth, you know, in Chinese we call it the 口感. The 口感 is not there, you know, when you eat it. So what you want is you have like a bit of the strains of this like pineapple, you know, this small little strains that you can see like when you eat the pineapple, you know. So you're eating something legit, you know, something authentic, something homemade, something genuine, something full fucking power, you know. There we go. And just keep repeating this. Cutting a pineapple is good because it makes a lot of compost. See? Big bag of compost. Alright, so this is the pineapple fillings that we have chopped up earlier. And then the juice, as you can see, is here. Here we go. Wow. Big tub of it. I'm gonna pour like half of the pineapple juice inside. About this amount. And then let's turn up the heat. We're gonna cook this for some time first, bring them to boil. So once it starts to boil, we got to lower the heat. Alright? Then you go low heat all the way. It's gonna be low heat all the way from now on. Just keep stirring. So this process might take up to 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So strap in, guys, strap in. Shout out to my auntie and my mom who's teaching me the secrets and the tips of making these pineapple tarts. And shout out to Putumayo. This song is good, man. Papa Putumayo. Check it out on YouTube. Latin reggae.
Sin palabras habla mi corazón. Mi corazón habla, mi corazón dice. Tu pelo, tu cara, tu boca me dicen. Oye, vete pa' acá.
Some sugar. This is 100 grams of brown sugar. Let me add in about half of it first. This is on the 1 hour mark that I'm doing this. The 1 hour mark. I'm gonna taste how sweet it is later, so that I can make sure that we don't go too crazy on the sugar and we don't miss out too much on it, you know? The balance, we find the balance. Alright guys, check this out. I think we are almost 2 hours or a bit more into this. Starting to go brown a bit. There's definitely strength and a lot of volume. It's now much denser. We're almost there. Last stretch. Keep stirring. I'm adding the rest of the brown sugar. Then mix 100 grams of sugar into this, and then we keep stirring. Let's go. The golden brown we're looking for. See this? If I can give you some light. Yeah man. Full power man. Alright. So this is what we are looking for. The sweetness. Please adjust based on your liking, as well as the sweetness of your pineapple used. Yeah man. So here we go. This is it. And then once you're done, just turn off the heat and let it cool. You can keep this in the fridge for continuing on another day, which I'm most probably gonna do. And or you can straight away let it cool, and then while it cools you can make your dough, your pastry dough. You know? Yeah! This next step, I call it balling it up. Basically, as its name suggests, you just need to ball up all this pineapple filling that we've cooked before into small little balls of about 5 to 6 grams each. I didn't really weigh them. I used based on my spoon, the 1 teaspoon, just about like full, and then I ball it up. It's about the same. Yeah. So just make them all equal size, and then put them in a box. Layer them with plastic over each other so they don't get sticky. So here is it after it's all done. I made about 80 balls of it out of 2 3/4 of a pineapple. Like I said, it's only getting easier and easier from here. Once you're done with the pineapple, the pastry dough, and the baking are the easier steps of this Chinese New Year delicacy we are trying to make here. So anyway, let's go through the wet ingredients. The ingredients, you need 250 grams of butter. I'm using salted butter here. As you can see, we're using quite a lot of butter, so it's kind of one of the main ingredient here, other than the flour. So I will advise to use like pretty decent brand of butter. If you're using salted butter, then you don't need salt, but if you're using unsalted butter, just add some salt. Yeah, you need 1 egg yolk. You can see here I've cracked 1 egg yolk here, and 50 grams of sugar. I'm using brown sugar here. Some people use icing sugar, some people use custard sugar. I think they're all the same once they are in the bowl. Okay, so yeah, let's beat this up. One thing I forgot to add, remember to let your butter soften outside at room temperature for about 15 to 30 minutes, so it's easier to beat up in the bowl. If not, it'll be like a super hard chunk, like a solid. 250 grams of butter. Egg yolk goes in. Sugar. 50 grams of sugar. And then here we go. Always start off with the low speed, yeah? ready. One last beating, guys. What we're looking for? Creamy white, as long as creamy white. Alright, here we go. Plain flour, 360 grams. Corn flour, 2 tablespoons, about 40 grams, you can call it. Here we go, all into this 360 grams of all-purpose flour. And we're gonna add this dry ingredients, flour mixture, into this wet ingredient. You can portion it into 3 times, like bit by bit you add in and beat it up until they all become like a nice little dough. So sieve in the flour, you know. Go slow first, yeah. Second batch of dough going in. Alright, so this is the last batch. So now use the hands. Get your hands in, you know, kind of give the dough a bit of a finer shape, even shape out. And then we let this rest for 30 minutes. Yeah, man. I'm gonna give you an idea of how the texture of the dough is. It's a bit very squishy. It breaks into like small pieces, but it forms back easily. It's very oily for sure because of the amount of butter used. So same thing, one piece like that. Push it out into a small piece. 11 to 12 grams for 5 to 6 grams of pineapple filling. I'm working with this measurement. So if you want to be exact, don't want to go wrong with it. I think it works well. You see, it's not too big, it's not too small. It's a good size, you know. And put it on the tracing paper, lining it up, you know. And very good. Repeat the process. 28 of them ready to go. At this point, you preheat your oven, turn on the thing, put it to 160, and then preheat this stuff up. At the same time, crack an egg, take some oil, drizzle some oil into this thing. Oh yeah. So the reason why you add the some oil to this egg wash is because you want the top layer to be glossy, to look glossy, golden brown after it's baked. You know, it's all for the aesthetics, for the eyes, the pleasure of the eyes. You know. So yeah, send them in once the oven has been preheated. 160 degrees for 20 minutes. Usually it's about 20 to 25 minutes, but yeah, take a look, it should be golden brown by then. And this is it. The pineapple tarts, bacon ready. Yeah. Hope you enjoy it. Full powerful enjoy. And this is it. Happy Chinese New Year to everyone. Cheers. Hello, tu brother, mocha. Dice.